I started college originally wanting to go into cancer research. People in my life had been affected by the disease, so I wanted to do what I could to help. Since I had been a young girl, I had been really interested in science. I found the concept of being a minority female scientist empowering. I was majoring in molecular and cellular biology, and I enjoyed it, but I felt like something was missing, so I added a psychology major. I had become interested in a career as a genetic counselor, a field that combined science and support, so these majors would be a perfect fit. However, I found it hard to find experiences that would combine both science and communication. Until this past summer when I received an email about the Biodiversity Project. This internship focused on communicating science to K-12 students. I wanted to apply, but I felt underqualified and it was way out of my comfort zone. I had experience communicating with people, but I had zero experience with children. I'd never even babysat, let alone taught a classroom. But the more I read about the Biodiversity Project, the more I fell in love with its mission. It was not just about teaching science. It was about reaching minority students in an interactive and welcoming environment. So I applied and I was accepted. I was still nervous to teach. The class of over 60 students, I was very intimidated. But the Biodiversity Project provided me with resources, mentors, and a great teaching partner to help throughout the process. The first lesson went better than I ever would have imagined, and I couldn't wait for the next lesson, and the one after that. This internship allowed me to reach my creative side, something that I had been missing just taking classes. Keeping online lessons engaging was a challenge that I embraced. I really enjoyed finding ways to make lessons interactive and entertaining, adding games, memes, and science experiments. The wet things, right? Because when there's rain, it's not as likely for the fires to spread, right? I was also able to grow in my teaching and communication skills. While I was originally afraid I would be a terrible teacher, I found that it was something I was good at, and I looked forward to each lesson. I saw growth in the students too. They really cared deeply about the lessons they were learning. We did a long-term science experiment watching a potato grow, and I remember the students exclaiming when they saw how big their roots had extended. But I was able to teach more than just science. Each lesson included cultural content about Indigenous people and minority scientists. This inclusion was important to me as a Hispanic, Native American female. The kids also explored important social topics. In one class, my student asked about the she, her pronouns by my name, and I was able to lead a mature and accepting conversation about it. During this uncertain time, these kids gave me certainty in the future. Their excitement to learn and their acceptance of concepts outside of their norm was truly refreshing. Seeing their care about the environment and other cultures develop has truly been a joy of mine, and I'm honored to have been a part of it. Thank you to the internship coordinators and supervisors, my mentor teachers and their students, my teaching partner, my fellow internship participants, and the donors that made all of this possible.